at the Red Bluff Outlaws, and we are ready to go for points race number 3 and the Tyler Rook Memorial. Yesterday we had a pretty good night and a really good points night, so we're lined up second in the points right now. I think we're over 10 points off, something like that. But we're ready to go. Tonight is the big night of our 2-day show. It's night number 2 of the Tyler Rook Memorial, so I'm excited to get to it. There's big money, big trophies on the line, so hopefully we can do well. But we're going to start our night off with qualifying, and it's going to be important for us to qualify good in order to get some good points going into tonight's feature. So qualifying is going to be up next, and then we'll have heat races to follow. Here at the Red Bluff Outlaws. It ended up pretty well for us. We ended up 4th quick out of what I believe is 28 cars, so happy with that. I'm glad with how we drove. I think I drove really well. The track was fast, so I wasn't even lifting, and we were kind of just, my car got around the speedway really well. I think I was a little bit too high in 3 and 4, but other than that, I mean, everyone that finished in front of me went out later and had kind of a better track, so overall I think we did almost the best we could, and we're going to have heat races up next. We'll be starting 4th in the 4th heat, so our goal in that heat is going to be to get into the top 3 in order to transfer straight into tonight's dash. So heat races are going to be up next, and we're going to be starting 4th. Our heat races are complete. We went from the outside 2nd row in the 4th position and was able to move ourselves up into 4th or into 3rd and into a transfer position. So now that we're in the transfer, we have transferred into tonight's trophy dash. So we'll be starting 3rd in tonight's dash. So I'm excited for it. Hopefully, we can do well and move up. Hopefully to the front row would be great. But overall, we're gonna, try to keep our nose clean and get us a good starting pot for tonight's main event. So overall, I felt good in the heat race. I feel like my car was good. I like it. I like the setup a little bit better. So I'm happy with it. I feel like our night is off to a really good start. So I'm excited to continue our night and hopefully have a good finish. So Trophy Dash is going to be up next, and we're going to be starting 3rd. finish is complete. We were able to go from third to second. We got the lead there early, went to the bottom on the first corner, and we were really good, but after that, I didn't know if the top was going to be good, so I kind of just went with my gut and ran the bottom, but unfortunately we got passed on the outside, but overall, not too bad. We'll be starting on the outside pole for this feature now. I'm excited for it. It should be a really good race. The outside pole is, really where you want to be, so hopefully we can start on the outside pole and get a good jump and hopefully lead all the laps in this one. So main event's going to be up next, and we're going to be starting second. we're back home now, getting ready to load up and head to the Timber 50. But just going off of a recap of last night's show, we were pretty good last night. We had really good speed throughout the whole night during qualifying, heat races, and the dash. And going into the main event, we were lined up to start on the outside pole, and I was feeling good. My car had been good all night long, and I was like, all right, like, this could be it as long as I just, hit my marks and drive good. And I got a really good start. I kind of had a feeling that the leader was going to slide me in one. So he slid me in one. I crossed him over, and I went to run the bottom, and I hit the crease the wrong way and ended up half spinning me, and I started to save me half spinning, but then ultimately I got hit by another car and we got tangled. That put me to the back right off the bat. So then I was lined up. I think I was still maybe in the top 10, but I was around like 11th or 12th, 10th, something like that. And after that, I came back from the field pretty well. We got back up to a decent position, but there was just a lot of yellows. And during one of those yellows, 2 cars spun out right in front of me, and I ended up hitting them, and that bent up my front end somehow. So my front end was about 1.5 inches towed out. So it was really, really, really bad, and that made it really, really hard to turn my car. And like under yellows were probably the most tiring because my car would just want to go left, so I'd have to like force it to try to stay straight under yellow. So it got my arms really tired, but it was actually a lot better once we got green. And I went to the hot pit after that happened, and they tried to fix it, but unfortunately there just wasn't enough they could do in time, so they just sent me back out there and I ran it. And honestly, it wasn't that bad on the top, but it was just really hard to run the bottom when my car was that hard to turn and bent up as bad as it was. But ultimately, we were able to get to the top and avoid some wrecks and make a couple passes and finish 6th. So overall, with the circumstances, it all ended up to be a pretty good points night. So we're not going to be back at Red Bluff for about the next 2 weeks, but our next race is going to be at the night 1 of the Timber 50. So make sure to stay tuned for that one. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Lights out.